Hey everyone, welcome to RevTrev NFL. My name is Trevor and I am so excited for today's video because, oh my god, I'm just still loving every single moment of this victory. If you didn't watch my last one, I'm telling you right now, I in my post-game show, okay, I laughed for 2 to 3 minutes straight. I was laughing so hard, I was crying. You just need to go watch that video if you haven't seen it. But today's video is called Eventually All Bears Bow. All Bears Bow. That's just a fact, everyone. I'm not even making this stuff up. This is just a fact. Listen, 11 straight victories. 11-0 against the Bears. That's 5.5 years of wins. Is it even a rivalry anymore? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. 5.5 years. When we beat them in week 18, listen, it's going to be 6 full seasons. 6 full seasons. It's like 2,166 games or 67 days. 67 days. 2,160 something days since the Bears beat the Packers. That's 11 straight victories, 5.5 seasons of wins. Is it a rivalry? I'm saying it's not. I am saying it's not. This is just too good. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I have watched every single Bears reaction video to those last moments and just seeing them like, we got this. We're going to do it. We're going to beat the Packers. And you know why? Because it's your Super Bowl. It's your Super Bowl, okay? There's so many. I even heard someone say, congratulations that the Packers won their Super Bowl. This is not our Super Bowl. This is week 11. It's week 11. Bears fans, you treat this like it's the biggest game of the year. And you trash talk and you trash talk. And you're so loud, you're so obnoxious. You say that you're gonna not only beat us once, you don't even be smart enough to do that. You say we're gonna sweep the Packers this year. I've heard that for years. Guess what? Like there's gonna be a day. There's gonna be a day where the Green Bay Packers lose to the Chicago Bears. I just don't know when that day is. I don't think that day is anytime soon. But you guys keep saying, "Oh, we're going to sweep the Packers this year." You're going to sweep the Packers this year? Why don't you aim a little lower? Why don't you just say we're going to split it this year? We're going to win one out of the two. No. That's not what Bears fans do. Bears fans always like, "We're going to sweep you." And now that you've lost, that switched over because that dream's dead. And now your dream is this: we're going to sweep the Vikings. You're going to sweep the Vikings. Yeah, right. I mean, where do you think you're going to actually beat the Vikings? But it doesn't matter. This is not about the Vikings. This is about the Packers finding a way to win again. And I'm just like, I know I'm supposed to be talking about San Fran this week. I'm just still reveling. I've literally watched every single reaction video to see the disappointment, the crushing defeat. Like, how in the world did you lose? How in the world did you lose that game that you should have won, right? You should have, you could have. Oh, I spelled that wrong. You should have, you could have, okay? You would have, but you didn't. You should have, you could have, you would have, but you didn't. You didn't. And that's what is going on. It is so hilarious that you guys didn't. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Should have, could have, would have, didn't. Oh, it's just, you couldn't have scripted that better. To get their hopes up like that and just crush them. Like, just crush them. Like, the hope was there. That's it. We've turned this franchise around and we got them. All we got to do is kick this field goal. And by a finger. By a finger. Oh my goodness. Bears fans are like, Packers, you got lucky. Green Bay didn't deserve to win. Okay. I'm not disagreeing with that. Bears, we had them. Yeah. Guess what? You still lost. You still lost. And it still turned out to be 20-19. I just can't get over this. I had to make another video on this because eventually all the Bears will bow. That's right. They bow. They bow. They bow to the greatness. The G stands for greatness, not for Green Bay. Stands for greatness. The Bears will all eventually bow. They'll all eventually bow. That you just got to know that. You've got to know that. 2019. I'm absolutely loving every single minute of it. It is absolutely glorious. Okay. Now, I have a question for all the Bears fans out there, all the Packers fans. Should the Bears keep Coach Eberflus till the end of the season? Because he's made more bad decisions, right? Why did you not run the ball to get a little bit closer? Why didn't you do that? You had all the time in the world. You had a timeout. And it's like, well, you never know what's going to happen. Listen, if the Bears have one thing, they've got a run game with Roschon Johnson. They could get another 3 yards, 4 yards, possibly even 5 yards. Like, who knows, right? Just run it in there, have it a design play, get it there. You're not going to get knocked out of the field goal position. No, we got to play it safe. You know what? That is one thing I'll give credit to the Detroit Lions. They don't play things safe. They're like, we're going for it because we got to win. Now, granted, you guys went for it. You guys went for it on that last drive. You had clutch moments, clutch things that happened, right? But when it mattered, you couldn't do it. When it mattered, you couldn't do it. Here's the thing. The Bears are so predictable. And someone just messed. I think was it Billy B-Pack sent it to me. It is you hire a coach, you get a new quarterback, and then year 1 or year 2 that you fire the coach. And it's like it's literally repeated for 3 seasons in a row. The quarterback has a new offensive coordinator and a new coach every second year. Like, it's crazy. The crazy pattern of this. It is just. So do they keep Eberflus till the end of the season, or are they just going to fire him? Or are they going to be wild and they're going to keep him? I told you guys. I told you Bears fans. You made the wrong decision. If you're going to get rid of Getsy, you got to get rid of Eberflus. And guess what? You didn't do that. And we were all telling you that. As Packers fans, we were trying to be courteous and say that. We were also saying you shouldn't be drafting a wide receiver in the next one. If you're going to go Caleb Williams, you got to go someone else. You go to Doomsday instead of a lineman, and look what happened. It's not like we're trying to be rude. We just know what we're talking about because we know what winning is. We know how to build a team. We know to see what a team looks like that will win games. That's just exactly what happens there. So what went right for the Green Bay Packers? Well, I think a lot of things. I think Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson. Let's give them the appreciation moment. Well done, boys. Well done. Came to play. I mean, Christian Watson with 2 clutch catches. People, and we'll get into the Jordan Love stuff in a moment, but let's appreciate it. Let's not forget about our Packers defense coming up in coming up big in big moments. Those double sacks that happened, you know, I think that they look good as well. I mean, I thought the Bears looked pretty good at the end and made some clutch plays and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm giving a lot of credit. We're talking about 19 points. That's not too bad. But Josh Jacobs and Watson, that was amazing. And then Carl Brooks gets the tip and becomes NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Everyone's like, he hasn't done anything all game. But no, he gets the tip. The game-winning tip. The block, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me just take a couple minutes, and I want to give a shout-out to Jason, who's in the building, who's still laughing. And he's saying it's still blocked. And he thinks the Bears will keep their coach till the end of the season. Then he is gone no matter what. I agree with that. I would get rid of him earlier, to be honest with you. But maybe he turns it around. Maybe he saves his job. I don't know. Good to see you, Jason, though. Great to have you here. Okay. Let's debunk all the lame Bears excuses. Okay. You lost. So what happens when you lose is you got to explain why. And so now you're going to go into the controversy. Oh, if you didn't, how was that not a long snapper penalty controversy? Well, they didn't line up in front of him, and they went in between, and it was longer than a second after he snapped it before he got knocked on his butt. And it's like, oh, no, it's a controversy. It's like, well, the league didn't say anything about it. Just Bears fans, this Bears coach complaining. We got robbed. Listen. There's plays. There are plays that didn't go our way either. That little, I wouldn't even call it a push. I got a touch that McKinney had on Caleb Williams, who slipped. It's like, give me a break. There was the other one. What's the other one? There was another play. And it's like, it was clearly, it was DeAndre Swift in the backfield, like literally moves and then goes around. That's offside, everyone. That's offside. But, it's like, oh no, but we don't want to talk about those. We're just going to talk about the one where the finger hit the ball and doesn't count, and we deserve that win. No, you didn't. You didn't. It doesn't matter what you deserve, what you don't deserve. You've got to earn it. You got to earn everything in the NFL. I'm not even apologizing. You have to earn it. That's what happens at the end of the day. The other stupid excuse that I'm saying is this: oh, Caleb Williams outplayed Jordan Love. He's way better. No, that's not a fact. That's not a fact. I just think that people, it's like, do they? How can they even bring this stuff up? Okay. So if you look at the stats, okay, and I've been in so many arguments with this. Okay, here's the facts over the Bears' feelings, okay? They're like, oh, Jordan Love is nothing compared to Caleb Williams. Fake news, okay? Head-to-head, Jordan Love 1, Caleb Williams 0. Jordan Love versus Chicago Bears, Jordan Love 3, the Bears 0, okay? Caleb Williams versus Green Bay 0, or Green Bay 1, Caleb Williams 0, not 1, 0. Today, or not today, during the game, Caleb Williams had 231 passing yards, which is decent. It's decent. Okay? Had good completion rate. And he had no touchdowns and no interceptions. Now, he ran well. Right? He had 70 yards on whatever, 6 carries. Very good. I mean, okay. Wow, but he didn't score a touchdown. Jordan Love, 261 yards passing, 1 passing touchdown, 1 brutal interception, and 1 rushing touchdown. It was like 4 rushes for 18 yards. I'm sorry, but that is Jordan Love being better. It's like, oh, the eyeball test clearly shows that Caleb. No, it does not. You guys are out to lunch. Like, honestly, you're grasping at straws here. You know what? When I saw him running, I'm like, who's better, Caleb Williams or Justin Fields? Because Justin Fields wouldn't throw touchdowns all the time. I mean, he'd probably get 1. But Justin Fields is a way better running quarterback than Caleb Williams. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's better? I don't know. You know what? I thought Caleb Williams would have been way better by now. I honestly thought that Caleb Williams would be way better by now. Here he is, 11 weeks in, and he's still struggling. And at the end, he looked a lot better. I think that's the best he's looked. Okay? But come on. Come on, man. This is what we're doing. We're grasping at straws at Caleb Williams. Now he's a runner. And he's like, I don't like to run. Well, he was pretty good at it. So there's so many dumb things they say. I'm just here to debunk all the lame Bears excuses. You lost. End of story. You lost. End of story. Now, here's the other thing, guys. Which is the worst franchise to be a fan of? Bears, Giants, Jets, Browns, or others? Okay. So the Bears, okay? Like you can't even make this up. You know what I mean? You got 3 wins, 7 wins. Now you're at 4. Who knows when you're going to win again? Okay? You got all this talent. You brought in Keenan Allen. You've gotten DJ Moore. You went and drafted a Dunze. You went and got DeAndre Swift. Your defense is a lot better. It's pretty bad. I mean, I would hate to be a Bears fan. I'd hate to be a Bears fan. And then the Giants, I posted this on Twitter, and it's on right now. Go on to X, where it's RevTrev NFL. You'll see it. You can vote. You can make a comment, okay? And a Giants fan said he was appalled. It was so ridiculous that I put the Giants on that list. I said, no, he didn't say appalled. It was so stupid you'd put the Giants on that list. You know what's stupid? Is that they decided to let Barkley test free agency, okay? And they're going to build around Daniel Jones. We're in week 11. He's got benched. He's not only not the starter, he's like 3rd or 4th string on the depth chart. Tommy DeVito is coming back in. That is what you thought that was a good idea? That is the stupidest thing. When we saw the Hard Knocks, we're building around Daniel Jones. Are you kidding me right now? You're insane. You're insane. Okay? The Jets, what a joke of a franchise. You shouldn't have fired Salah. Why would you fire that coach? You got Rodgers there. You got Devontae Adams. You've got great running backs. That is I don't know. That is an awful situation. Now they're talking about we don't even want Aaron Rodgers back. Like, you went and got the 40-year-old with all that money. We hosed you guys on that deal. Or the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns have been probably, a lot of people say they're cursed. And they might be. You know that they had 11 wins last year? And look at them now. You couldn't even trade Deshaun Watson for a 7th round pick. My last question is, when will the Bears get their next win? Will the Packers make the playoffs? Of course, the Packers are going to make the playoffs. All they need is 3 more wins out of the rest. I don't know when the Bears are going to win next. I think they're going to get 1 more win this year. That's it. Look at their schedule. It's insane. End of story. End of story. All right. One last comment. Then we got to go, because I'm going to the NFC North Freezing 4 podcast with NFL Outdated. Huge Bears fan. We're starting in 2 minutes, okay? So you can go there. I'm going to retweet his stuff. I'm going in there. But we can't even compare Jordan Love to Caleb Williams because Caleb is just a rookie. Bears fans are just making things up because they lost to the king of the NFC North. Let's go. Go Pack, go. All right. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, everyone, for being here. If you're watching later, hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate you. And have yourselves a fantastic day. And, of course, always, go Pack, go.